Welcome to our channel. Today, we're taking you on an incredible journey through one of the most vibrant and diverse countries in the world, India. From the bustling streets of Delhi to the serene backwaters of Kerala, India is a land of contrasts, colors, and unforgettable experiences. Whether you're a history buff, a foodie, or an adventure seeker, there's something here for everyone. So pack your bags and let's dive into the top 10 must-do experiences that will make your trip to India absolutely incredible. Number 10. Medieval City of Orcha. Bus groups frequently stop at Orcha for a few hours to visit a few temples before continuing on to their next destination. However, if you stay a few nights here with its almost unlimited number of gorgeous temples and palaces dotting the landscape everywhere you turn, you'll have the chance to have this medieval city all to yourself. Get up early before the buses arrive and rent a bicycle. Bike down the paths that connect the temples, palaces, and fort, and you'll be the only one there. Once the bus tours have ended, stroll into the courtyard of the Ram Raja Temple, an important pilgrimage site dedicated to Lord Ram. Climb onto a rooftop and observe activity below, as there are often festivals and festivities held near the temple. Given Orcha's small size, which is just a couple of streets, accommodations are limited, but booking a homestay in a local family house through the NGO Friends of Orcha is a good choice. Number 9. Jolly Music House, Varanasi. Varanasi's intensity and roughness may not appeal to many travelers, but it's tough not to be fascinated by this 3,800-year-old city. Religious rites, infinite temples, open cremations, small roads snaking through ancient markets, decaying palaces, people praying and bathing in the sacred Ganges River, and animals wandering the streets all in one place. Aside from the regular sights and sensations, there's one tiny room located down a path in the Bengali Tola neighborhood of the old city that I always look forward to entering. Number 8. Cookie's Cave Paintings, Bundi. Sign up for a journey with Cookie, a local on the fringes of Bundi, a lovely small village in Rajasthan. Cookie's tale will be told throughout the tour, but here's a brief summary. He was a man with little schooling and no training in archaeology who discovered some of India's most stunning cave paintings and ancient artifacts by roaming around wrecked monuments and structures on his own. Some of the paintings you'll see depict hunting scenes and everyday life and are thought to be 15,000 years old. Aside from the paintings, joining Cookie is a fantastic experience since he brings you to rarely visited places of Rajasthan, gives you numerous anecdotes about his fascinating life and work, and teaches you about the region's history. His personality alone makes this tour worthwhile, and there's no better way to spend half a day in Bundi. Number 7. Natraj Dining Hall, Udaipur. This is a chance to get a typical Indian thali experience in an area where Westerners are rarely seen. It's well known among Udaipur natives. A thali is a meal composed of a variety of items typically served on a large round metal plate. Natraj is situated in the Bapu Bazaar district, about a 30-minute walk from the city palace. If you're lucky, there will be no queue, but once you have a table, things move swiftly. There's no menu, so you simply eat what they cook. A variety of vegetable dishes, rice, fresh chapati, chutneys, and plenty of other delectable items. Some foods may be spicy, so ask before you take a mouthful. It's all you can eat, and they keep serving food until you say no more. It costs approximately 120 Indian rupees or $1.85 per person. Number 6. Animal Aid Unlimited, Udaipur. Udaipur is a famous tourist destination with plenty to do, but one less well-known activity is volunteering at Animal Aid Unlimited for a day or two. This organization serves as a rescue center, hospital, and sanctuary for injured and ill street animals, which is unusual in India given the prevalence of animals. Cows, donkeys, dogs, pigs, goats, and other animals are well cared for by a dedicated team of volunteers, veterinarians, and hired professionals from the local community. I've visited Animal Aid 4 times now, and I always go to the enclosure for dogs that have been partially paralyzed. I could spend hours in that enclosure hanging out with these lively canines that appear to be thrilled in this particular area. Animal Aid is a terrific place to visit, either for a tour, which the staff are eager to give, or to volunteer. We constantly welcome both short-term and long-term volunteers. Number 5. Ranakpur Jain Temple, Ranakpur. Ranakpur, located just off the major route from Jodhpur to Udaipur, is a very tranquil town. Aside from a few hotels and restaurants, the only other structure is the Ranakpur Jain Temple, one of the world's most important Jain temples dating back to the 15th century. This temple, located in the woodland, is supported by over 1,400 finely carved pillars, each of which is unique, generating an almost frightening feeling as you travel through the courtyard as if in a never-ending old maze. I strongly recommend the audio guide that comes with your ticket, as your normal guides aren't permitted inside. The narrator provides a detailed account of how this temple was built, its period of abandonment, and its revival as an important center of worship. When compared to the other attractions, Ranakpur receives few visitors and even fewer stay overnight in the village. Number 4. Chand Bauri Stepwell, Abaneri. The first time I visited the little dusty town of Abaneri, some 10 kilometers from the major Agra to Jaipur road, I expected to see a small well in the midst of a wrecked medieval city, snap a photo, and then continue my journey. An hour and a half later, I was still staring at this astonishingly 1,200-year-old water tank, one of India's largest. King Chanda of the Nikum dynasty built this gigantic rectangular well around 8000 BCE, which is approximately 30 steps deep and has over 3,500 steps interlaced in a precise maze-like design on 3 sides, toying with the sunlight bouncing off its angles. When you're inside, take a look at the dozens of statues of Hindu gods and religious themes that line the well's exterior walkway, some of which date back 1,000 years. There's no admittance price, but the local caretaker who keeps the building spotless will request a tip when you depart. Number 3. Raj Mandir Cinema, Jaipur. It's one of the most well-known cinemas in India. This massive Art Deco structure, which first opened in 1976, is my favorite spot in the country to see a Bollywood film. The pastel-colored interior design, the efficient suit-clad personnel, the huge theater with comfy seats, and the dynamic atmosphere created by hundreds of passionate Indian moviegoers all make you feel like you're at a major film premiere. Number 2. Akshardham, Delhi. This cultural complex on the Yamuna River is, in my opinion, one of India's most beautiful structures, with its gigantic temple carved by thousands of Indian artisans. When you first see it, its distinctive appearance and almost alien construction will take your breath away, and that's before you even step inside. Number 1. Gali Parante Wali, Delhi. Gali Parante Wali is a well-known food lane located in the center of Old Delhi near the Chandni Chowk market. On this alley are a few well-known restaurants, all serving the same dish, which are unusual Delhi-style packed parathas, a sort of flatbread formed from wheat dough and lightly dried in oil on both sides. Thanks a lot for exploring India with me. If you enjoyed this journey, make sure to hit that like button and share this video with fellow travelers.